Hi everyone, if you're new here, my name is Tanisha and I've been living in Southeast Asia for 2 years. So let's get started in me telling you my honest truths about living in Southeast Asia. So if this is your first time to my channel or any of my social media platforms, you know that I started off living in Indonesia. I lived in Bali for about 15 months. I lived in three different apartments between Kendugu, Chimagi, and Batu Bolong. During that time, the hardest thing that for me was the visa situation. A lot of people don't think that through and how fast that can become a significant part of your expenses. So when I arrived in Bali and the entire time I lived in Indonesia, I was on a visa on arrival. So basically, this visa granted me 60 days to be able to stay in Indonesia, and it was about $35. And then I had to renew it in 30 days for another $35. After that, then I would have to leave the country for a short amount of time. Normally, I would be gone for up to 24 hours tops. So we're looking at basically $35 a month for a visa. And my flight to Malaysia round trip was, I want to say, between $75 to $100, depending on how far out I scheduled it. A lot of the times I did use credit card points for these flights. Then once I got to Malaysia, I would have to get a ride from the airport, which is about $7 to $10 to a hotel. And then I would, excuse me, I want to say the ride to the hotel was like $3 to $5. Yeah. Then I pay it $20 a night for my hotel. So between my flight, my visa fees, and my ride to the hotel and the hotel accommodation for the night was around $150. So that was something that I had to pay every 2 months. So on average, that was another $75 on top of the $35 monthly fee for a visa. So on average, I was spending $100 a month just to live there. Yeah, that's not that much, but still, it's an unexpected expense. The hardest part of getting adjusted to being overseas is the accessibility of certain things. You're not going to find all the products that you want and desire over here. Sometimes you can, but they're a little bit more expensive because of import taxes and things like that. So if you are planning on moving here, definitely pack as many skincare, hair care, the women feminine products as you can, because those things are hard to find or a little bit pricier than you're used to. I'm trying to think. Another con specifically about Indonesia is, well, Bali, is traffic. The traffic in Bali was absolutely horrendous. I did ride a motorbike, but would I suggest that everybody ride a motorbike? No, in terms of safety. Yes, in terms of getting around the island. Um, so yeah, that's another culture shock for me, was the main transportation being a motorbike on top of the fact that you ride on the left side of the road. In addition to this, another con is you crave a lot of your Western favorite foods. I've never craved pizza and tacos and burgers so much in my life. And don't get me wrong, they do have some options that are very, very close to our Western taste buds, but it'll never be like home. Also, holidays. Holidays aren't widely celebrated. They are, decorated for. The locals do decorate for Christmas and Halloween and Thanksgiving and all those things like that. But business as usual. All businesses are going to be open, which is nice. But yes, it gets a little bit lonely around the holidays for sure. You definitely will miss your family, your friends, especially if you're going to live abroad somewhere like Southeast Asia where you're at least a 20-hour flight away from the States. Is it a solo female friendly travel space in Southeast Asia? Absolutely. I highly suggest Thailand, Indonesia, Vietnam if you're moving to a Southeast Asian country, and mainly because I've been to those three countries and stayed them in a significant time, and I've never felt unsafe. But at the end of the day, y'all, I'm just letting you guys know about my journey living abroad, which is approaching 2 years, which is just even crazy to think about. But at the end of the day, I'm not trying to convince you guys all to move to Southeast Asia. I'm really, really not. I do offer a starter guide in my link tree if you guys are considering it. It is a 35-page crash course. I'm moving to Thailand and Indonesia since I have lived in both those countries. Or, girl, hey, if you just want to travel to Thailand and Indonesia, you're not set on moving, I can definitely help you with that as well, as I am a travel agent, guys. So make sure you like, share, and save this video for next time. And of course, hit that follow button. See you guys.